Hey folks, Post here, welcome back to another Pokemon Masters video. So, a bit of a follow-up video on one of the videos I did yesterday. So, I did a bit more digging on these quest names, and it does seem like these are actually quest names for the Ghost-type training event. And GamePress actually does have these these events in their database already, although it's a bit hard to find because I don't know, like, but yeah, they are part of the Ghost type training event. At least GamePress claims them to be, and again, GamePress is not the most reliable source for Datamined info, but at the moment, like, it makes the most sense, right? 4 single player stages, 3 co-op stages. I have no reason to doubt that at the moment, other than the fact that, well, it's not, none of these are confirmed at all, right? But this does seem reasonable when you think about it, right? So, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Darkrai or Giratina is coming out at the moment, right? Even though, personally, it would be cool. I would like them to come out, but yeah, it seems like my I guess feeling about the thing was correct, that it's more of a ghost type training event and not any legendary events, because, like, again, a few things do make it not as likely. First of all, Ho-Oh was announced recently, right? Would be more likely to get a Ho-Oh event instead of that, or a Reshiram event, since Reshiram was also, there were rumors about Reshiram Datamined with N as well, right? So that both of those are more likely to come out than a really far-fetched, it was really kind of, it was reaching, like, I mean, all we had was, like, a few names of quests, and I thought it was a bit of a reach that it could be either Darkrai or Greater, but apparently some folks did think it was, yeah, it does turn out to be the Ghost type training event, which makes a lot of sense. And of those of you who don't know yet, the Ghost type training event should be coming out soon. This is obviously the time when I'm recording this, which is 2 a.m. PDT, right? I think it's daily same times now. The morning before, right? 2 a.m. in the morning. This video should come out a few hours later, I'd say. Let's see, minus like 6 or 7 hours, but basically it's coming out in under 4 days, right? So this does bring a sync grid for Acerola, right? Which is actually kind of interesting. Like, honestly, Acerola, not the strongest sync pair in the game, but I do find Acerola's sync grid much more interesting than Hau's, right? For those who don't know, let's check out Acerola's sync grid first. Where is it? Oh, Palestine. Also, would have been really cool if Acerola got a Mimikyu instead. Just saying. I mean, hey, you can always give Acerola a Signature and give it Mimikyu, right? Anyways, also speaking of Mimikyu, the eyes that shine at night do sort of kind of remind me of Mimikyu, like I said yesterday. Getting back to this, I'm not gonna do like a build video, although I don't know why. I just clicked on the circle like I usually do when I start builds. Bit of a habit every time I see the sync grid helper, but. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Palestine is getting a sync grid expansion, right? So if you guys do want to pre-farm its sync orbs, you can do that now. Although I personally would, there's like way more Pokemon that I would farm for instead at the moment. But yeah, so you have quite a few interesting nodes with Palestine, right? You got stuff like Soothing Sand, which does heal it in the Sandstorm, which would sound like whatever, right, before, but in Battle Villa now, healing is great. So hey, I would take that, right? X defense MP refresh if you're building a Palestine to be a tank, which you could totally build Palestine into a tank for Battle Villa. Stuff like X defense MP refresh plus like Soothing Sand and Sandstorm Beam. I mean, Palestine is the Sandstorm, right? So you don't have to worry about, oh, I need to bring an extra weather Pokemon for this, but no, Palestine is the Sandstorm himself. Like, so I think you could, reliably build like a Garchomp, Palisand kind of team for the Battle Villa, right? And especially, now that Palestine could be way more tankier, that is an actual issue, right? You can get Tough Cookie if you want. If you kind of want to make a like DPS build for Palestine, which raises or powers up moves the more the defense has been raised, right? That would probably you would probably want to get X defense here for that, right? You also got Backfire, which I think is a new passive, right? I don't think I've seen it anywhere though. But yeah, it's like a last word thing, except instead of doing damage, it lowers the attack and special attack of all the opposing sync pairs. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, it's 7 energy just for like -1 for attack and special attack on like all. Don't get me wrong, -1 special attack and attack is really good, but like 7 energy and like you have to die for that, and it's like it's your 3rd level sync, so you don't even get that like this cycle. You have to like wait for the next cycle of ghost type training to even get that, right? So some other stuff. Let's see, Sandstorm move gauge refresh, that would be cool. Sandstorm Focus Group has a good chance of raising the crit rate of all allied sync pairs when a user's Pokemon uses move. This would be cool if Garchomp didn't already have max crit with its trainer move in Sandstorm, right? Well, I guess you could use that, and Garchomp saves a turn of using that, but then again, like you're getting speed with that anyways. But also on the other hand, right? If you want to save, Battle Villa, right? You're trying to save MP. I guess you could use this and hope you get a crit rate, so you don't have to use a second one from Garchomp, right? So you could save that as well. Sandstorm move gauge refresh, more move gauge refresh for Sandstorm, and then you got Sandstorm Flag Bearer, which raises the attack of all allied sync pairs when the Pokemon uses a move. It's +1. It's 10 energy, but it's still good. Like, it's it just means that you don't have to use an extra X attack on Garchomp, right? You could just go with Sandstorm that could get Garchomp up to +5, if you want, or if you don't want to use X attack at all, or if you run out of MP on X attack, right, in Battle Villa, you could use that. Even though Sandstorm also is limited, so do keep that in mind, right? Although you do have MP refresh for Sandstorm, only 1 unfortunately, but I mean it's something, I guess. Also Sand Shelter, so you don't take damage in a Sandstorm that you created yourself, which is kind of ridiculous. So yeah, you probably do want that. Thankfully, Sand Shelter is only 3 energy, which is kind of amazing, considering like how decent it is, right? So that would be a must pick up for Palestine. Again, it's just extremely hilarious that the Pokemon that use Sandstorm actually takes damage from Sandstorm. So yeah, that's great. As for some other stuff, you got MP refreshes for over here, which again, if you're using Palestine as a tank or off tank, this would be helpful, right? Especially if you have like a second tank, and if you do need to give that tank a breather, you could redirect some damage to you, like when you're almost done defeating an opponent, but like your tank is really low on HP, but like you're almost done taking them out. You could just use over here to draw some aggro to yourself, and hopefully your tank survives, and then like you could take them out, right, in Battle Villa. As for some other stuff, tighten up. This, you don't get this until sync level 7, or not sync level 7, sync level 3, which for 7 energy has a good chance of raising your special defense when the user is hit by an attack move. And then toughen up 7 has a good chance of raising the user's defense when the user is hit by an attack move, which both of these are great for Battle Villa, right? Just because you don't, it doesn't cost any MP. It's a passive, right? But unfortunately, you don't get like tighten up just because it's locked behind your 3rd sync. But when that does come around, like yeah, like when we first went over Palestine Sync Grid, that was like before Battle Villa came out, and like after, and at the time it just looked kind of meh, right? But after Battle Villa comes out, it's like Palestine Sync Grid looks much better. I mean, it's not anything like extremely amazing, but it definitely seems much more usable than it was before, right? And then you got some other stuff. Astonish Aggravation raises the chance of flinching. In Astonish's scenario, right? You're flinching the opponent, so that's cool, right? Like, I mean, Astonish, it's a 1-bar move, right? Wait, is Astonish a 1-bar move or is it a 2-bar move? I'm pretty sure it's a 1-bar move, right? Let me check real quick. Astonish. is a one bar move, right? So again, in Battle Villa, very useful. You get that for your sync move decrease, right? You can spam that for sync move, and also if it make sorry about my throat, makes your opponent flinch, that would be great as well, right? So that's also a good pickup for Battle. Like honestly, like the whole sync grid's built for Battle Villa. You can't get that right now. That's sync level 3, but Harry 5 powers up moves on the target of switching. I mean, if you really want to do like a DPS build for Palestine, maybe you could pick that. I mean, that's 50% more damage. Although, like, it's no Torkoal. Like, Torkoal has, you know, so much more it could offer, and like Astonish, you only have what 5 power-ups for Astonish. Well, Torkoal's Ember just has like a billion power-ups for it, right? And you also have Surging Sand, powers up moves in Sandstorm. So again, if you do want to like make a DPS spam kind of tech thing for Palestine, I guess that's possible once you get like the 3rd dupe, which again you won't get at the moment. And also a move gauge refresh for Astonish would be really good, honestly. And Battle Villa, you know, it just gives you more move gauges, right? Which is always a good thing. So yeah, again, it looks like Giratina Darkrai not coming, false alarm, but Palestine is coming with the Ghost type training event, and it looks like those were the Ghost type training event names. And hey, honestly, these names are pretty cool, right? Quell the Infinite Darkness, dispel the minions of the Spirit Realm, but unfortunately, it wasn't what I wouldn't say. I'm not speaking for everyone, but at least for myself, not what I wanted, but it was what I expected. So there's that, and also quick overview for Palestine Sync Grid, which, you know, after Battle Villa coming out, it really does look much better, right? But anyways, that's me for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like, enjoy this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys later today when I do stream some Mystery Dungeon again. Hopefully we could complete the game today, later today. I'm pretty confident we will. So anyways, I'll see you guys there.